guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So, we are back looking at my favorite place in the world, the Dokkan subreddits. I actually do enjoy really a lot being on this Reddit and sort of seeing what people's opinions are on a lot of the stuff that happens, right? It's good to stay in touch with the community, you know, comment section, Reddit, stuff like that. And I do very much enjoy clowning around with some of the fools on the Reddit. Man, these boys be writing essays to me, and I'm just writing, like, stay mad. Like, I don't know. It's goofy. It's goofy. I always enjoy the Reddit, right? I'm always going to be active on the Reddit for sure. So, I like making these videos when these guys make, like, these, like, really nice looking, like, graphics and, like, put work into stuff like that and stuff, like just like, kind of these big things, right? I love then doing a video on it. I assume the people who make these posts and I make a video on it, they like it, because, I mean, I'm very quick to say, like, Yosha 320 made this, right? Like, it's not like, I'm not like, all right, guys, so I made this post right here, so let's go and take a look at this post I made, or any bullshit like that, right? So, let's go ahead and see. So, what he's got here is future units from Dragon Ball. He doesn't have everyone from Dragon Ball here, as it is impossible. Yeah, the list of characters in Dragon Ball is mega high, and the list of characters in Dragon Ball that are not in Dokkan is ridiculous, right? There is so much untapped potential, and potential that I think at least the Japanese player base will speak with their wallets on making some of this stuff a reality. I also like to do videos on stuff with the Reddit, usually when it's like, there comes a point, always, where it's like, Global and JP are like very, very quiet, and like there's no leaks of anything coming, and it's just like content, there's a dearth of content, right? Right now, it currently is actually not really even one of these quiet seasons, because LR Gohan comes out, and like one difference between me and a normal player is, I would argue for like a normal free-to-play player or something like that, a banner in Dokkan is not really content. I don't think so. For Legends, it is, because it's PvP, right? But for Dokkan, a banner does not equal content. I agree with that completely. But for me, as a YouTuber, a banner does equal content, right? A lot of content, so I got a lot of stuff going on right now. But I really did enjoy the last one he did on the Planet Namek Saga, so we'll take a look at the Dragon Ball Saga here. So, okay, right away, LR Master Roshi, Kid Goku, and Krillin, that 100%, literally 100% will happen, because it was on the legendary election, the LR election, that they sort of, like, talked about or teased or whatever. So, I mean, most of the other units on there have gotten LRs. Things like Demon King Piccolo, Super Saiyan 4 Goku. There's a lot of units on there that, you know, have since gotten LRs. I think that Metal Cooler Core, there's a couple that actually have not gotten LRs, like Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Ultimate Gohan does not have an LR. Oh my god, I cannot wait for an Ultimate Gohan LR. Holy shit, is that going to be hype. And then, like, Merge Zamasu is another huge character that's going to get an LR in the future. So this will happen either as a free-to-play. This, to me, feels like a really strong candidate to maybe be the next local reward World Tournament LR, which, quite honestly, we start a World Tournament, like, pretty much tomorrow. After that, I do think the next World Tournament, so maybe in, like, February or March or something like that, we'll have the new local reward LR. I think we probably will see. Yamcha, this is from the Pilaf arc, right? Sure, I guess. I mean, we do it. The LR Yamcha and Puar is from the Pilaf arc, so it's not that important. The Rabbit Mob here, I mean, you can make them as sort of a combo card, sure. I mean, because they probably would be on, like, Terrifying Conquerors, so they have at least one other category team where they could be solid, right? Because if we look at Boss Rabbit, I actually am about to rainbow this guy, probably. So he's on Terrifying Conquerors, Earthlings, and Dragon Ball Saga. Yeah, so like a combo card of Boss Rabbit plus them would be on all three of those, plus Join Forces. So they would have a couple of categories. I'm okay with that, but we do need to give this guy an awakening. I mean, he's only an SSR, and, you know, he's the first unusual villain, I guess, Goku fights, because Pilaf is basically an imp from Chrono Trigger, right? 21st World Tournament Yamcha. Now, there already is a card for this Yamcha as well, but it's only an SR. This guy needs to get a Dokkan Awakening. I mean, it's actually absurd to me that they release characters like that are just SRs. Like, it's nuts. Like, we need a lot of awakenings for Dragon Ball Saga units. We need a lot of support and love shown to the World Tournament category as well. That's the thing about the Dragon Ball Saga, is that many of the strongest units would also be on the World Tournament, which needs to help. Roshi Full Power. Now, Roshi Full Power, to me, I think could potentially be a Dokkan Fest exclusive or an LR, especially from, like, the Tournament of Power. It seems ridiculous, but, Goresh, told me that the highest rated episode, I think it was Goresh. Or no, actually, this one I might have saw from, I think it was from Ken Zyro on Twitter, that I believe the Master Roshi episode in the Tournament of Power is the highest rated episode of Dragon Ball Super with Japanese fans. The Master Roshi episode. So definitely keep that in mind. Because of that, I do think Roshi is kind of like a dark horse or a sleeper option for a summonable LR or a Dokkan Fest exclusive. So that would be cool. Oh, I like this. Okay, I have not thought of this before. So, an exchange mechanic, it would be a Krillin Youth / Great Ape Kid Goku, exchange in the Great Ape Kid Goku, and then transformation into the Great Ape. I like that. I do. I actually really like that a lot. I think that would be a fantastic idea for a Dokkan Festival exclusive. And again, to me, that looks like something that would sell very well. I could imagine that easily being top grossing, easily, on JP. Absolutely, 100%. This Dokkan, this is something I have not thought of before. I really like this a lot. This would be good. And again, we're talking, well, I mean, it's so if it's an exchange unit starting out as Kid Krillin, which is definitely the way it should be done. Kid Krillin is, let's take a look at what Kid Krillin is on. World Tournament, Youth, Dragon Ball Saga, Kamehameha, Bonder, Master, Disciple, Earthlings, Battle. It's nice. Yeah. Dude, okay, like Battle Wits, Kamehameha, that'd be sick. Please. Oh, and Bond of Master and Disciple, that'd be good. Yeah. I really like that, right? That's a really good idea. And then, they could also, they probably wouldn't be on Giant, though, because the way these exchange units work, it's just always the categories of the first unit, right? So that would not be a buff to the Giant category team, which does need it. So Fortune Teller, Baba's Fighters, they can work like a Ginyu Force, Team Bardock, get an LR when you grind it up everybody. Yeah, I mean, I guess, because obviously Grandpa Gohan is incredibly notable. So is Devilman. But like Mummy, Invisible Man, Dracula, like the Ghost Usher don't really play too big a role as anything. I love how the Ghost Usher is probably more notable for being like the strongest item in Dokkan than like his presence in the actual series, right? And he does show up in Dragon Ball Super, which is cool, the Ghost Usher. Yeah, I mean, you definitely could have like an LR or a unit of like Baba and her fighters or something like that. I think that would be cool. That would be fairly cool. In particular, I really think Grandpa Gohan gets no fucking respect whatsoever. Grandpa Gohan, to me, like, okay, so like, let's say they do this, Dokkan Festival exclusive, bam. You know who I want for a banner unit? Grandpa Gohan. Grandpa Gohan, to me, deserves to be a mega good beast of a unit. Let's take a look at what categories Grandpa Gohan has. This is the most recent Grandpa Gohan card right here. This guy's actually pretty good. But he's still a free-to-play World Tournament unit, right? So yeah, Goku Family, Dragon Ball Saga, Kamehameha, Bond of Master and Disciple, Otherworld Warriors, Earthlings. See, like, that's the thing with them doing a lot of Dragon Ball shit, is Earthlings would get way better. And, Grandpa Gohan, a huge buff to Otherworld Warriors, which needs as much help as it could possibly get. So I would love a Grandpa Gohan card in particular. Jiren, or Giran, or Giron, or however you say it. Yeah, he fights and loses to Goku. Would be an interesting, at least like a TUR or something like that. Bacterian loses to Krillin, could be an okay card. Nam has a pretty good fight with Goku. And then Nam actually does make an appearance in Dragon Ball GT as well. A very short appearance where Super Saiyan 4 Goku is, traveling around the world, teleporting people off because the Earth is about to explode from the Black Star Dragon Balls having been used on it, right? So, yeah, Nam or Namu could get a pretty good card for sure. Crane Hermit deserves a card. Okay, Mercenary Tao. We don't have, like, Dokkan Festival. He doesn't have LR or anything like that. Mercenary Tao is basically the first, like, major villain. Like, this is actually the first, like, major antagonist that's, like, a bad guy, right? Because, like, Pilaf is, like, as a clown, right? Like, it's like, come on. That's not really, like, Pilaf is not meant to be really taken super seriously like that. And then, obviously, like, the main antagonist of the World Tournament arc, that the 21st, is probably Jackie Chun, but that's Roshi. He's just the antagonist of the arc. He's not a bad guy or anything. Tao is the first, like, killer that Goku encounters. Tao, I mean, I don't know if they would, but it's like, you're not gonna look me in the eye and tell me that Android 13 is more deserving of a Dokkan Fest than Mercenary Tao. There's no way. Tao shows up and immediately kills a dude with his tongue. Like, come on. Tao deserves something like at least a really good TUR. Tao does have quite a few units, though. But there's, well, does he? I mean, Cyborg, because see, here's the thing about stupid Dragon Ball Saga, is that Cyborg, or Dragon Ball Saga is cut up into, it's stupid, because the 23rd World Tournament, which it should play a major role. I'm looking for a unit that's going to have World Tournament, because I want to pull up the World Tournament category. The 23rd World Tournament should be in Dragon Ball Saga, but I know the reason it's not is because the Japanese name for it is like Childhood Arc or Boyhood Saga or whatever. But, like Mercenary Tao has got some cards. Like, some of these 23rd World Tournament characters should really be in. Like, the category should have been the entirety of Dragon Ball. Because we're just excluding what is a real potential dual Dokkan Fest of these two from Dragon Ball Saga, which they could really be useful, right? And using, like, Goku from the 23rd World Tournament plus, like, Kid Goku would probably be really strong on the Dragon Ball Saga team, but they shafted us out of it. I would absolutely love if they just added the 23rd World Tournament to the Dragon Ball Saga. They really should, right? But yeah, Tao definitely deserves a card. Okay, so Demon King Piccolo, he's got a free-to-play LR that's pretty good. At this point, I think a Dokkan Fest young Demon King Piccolo is what we need, for sure. He deserves a Dokkan Fest. He is, I mean, Tao is the first, like, major, like, sort of, like, villain Goku fights. Demon King Piccolo is the first, like, planet threat that Goku fights, right? Is Demon King Piccolo. Who has enough power to wipe out the planet or whatever. Or at least kill everyone on it pretty easily, right? And because then, look, it goes from Demon King Piccolo to, then Vegeta, then Frieza, right? Like, it ramps up very quickly. Like, the span between, like, this shot and Frieza is, like, less than 100. Like, okay, I think, is this when Demon King Piccolo becomes young? This might be when he becomes young. It's legitimately like 80 episodes later where Frieza first shows up. It's so, the speed at which the series progresses is absolutely absurd. Again, that is true. Go look it up. Like, especially if you take out like some filler or stuff like that. Like, Frieza's only like 80 episodes from Demon King Piccolo right here. Like, he's not that far away at all, right? So he definitely deserves a Dokkan Fest. Now, I was just about to say he's missing Drum, but there's Drum right there. So we have Tambourine, Cymbal, and Drum. Tambourine for sure deserves a TUR because him killing Krillin and then Goku fighting Tambourine and losing because he's still worn out from Tien, and then refighting Tambourine again and getting his revenge. I love Goku's revenge against Tambourine. That scene is so good. I'm going to watch it as soon as I'm done recording this video. I love that. I adore that scene. Goku just beats the dog shit out of him. And that also is back when Goku is a stone cold killer too. Do not get it twisted, right? Like, people think like, they think of like the Sean Schimmel, like, dub Goku, like, who's, basically like Superman. Nah, dude. Goku is a killer. Like, he shows up and it's not, I'm going to beat you, Tambourine. I'm going to bring you to justice. Like, no, I'm killing you. You're dead for killing Krillin. I love Goku. Goku's the best, man. Cymbal, I mean, he gets embarrassed by Yajirobe, but he could get a card. And then Drum is really strong. He beats the dog shit out of Tien. But then, Goku has, like, one of the best moments in Dragon Ball history, to me, is Goku's, one-shotting Drum and arriving, saving Tien on the battlefield is just, like, a legendary moment. I mean, me and Gresh have talked about this, how upset we both are that this is not like a Dokkan Fest LR art right here. This legendary moment where Goku is mean mugging King Piccolo. Like, bring it on, bitch. Like, oh man, does that need... I know a lot of people out there have not really given OG Dragon Ball a chance, but like, the Demon King Piccolo saga is crazy, at least. That shit is so good. Demon King Piccolo is an awesome villain. Okay, send Chaozu unfair assist. So yeah, this is where Chaozu is sort of like using his telekinesis to sort of like mess with Goku while Goku is fighting Tien, giving Tien an unfair advantage. I mean, we certainly could get, Chaozu meet. Honestly, it's stupid too because his name is not Kid Chaozu, is it? It's just Chaozu? Isn't he? I thought he's an SR, an Extreme SR. Yeah, it's just Chaozu. It really should be Youth Chaozu. He's on Youth too. They don't give him Youth Chaozu, but he's on Youth. And, like, all the Chaozus are not on Youth, right? Because the AGL SSR is not on Youth, the Youth category. Yeah. See here, let me pull him back up, actually. Wait, no. Here. Bam. Let me just pull up one of these shitty links like telekinesis. There he is. And you are not on Youth. Yeah, so it's stupid that Chaozu does not have Youth on his name. But, like, if they made a new, like, version of him from that tournament, the 22nd World Tournament, he'd be on Youth, which needs the help. Transforming Tien, I'd be cool with that. I do think this is a card that needs to be its own named character, for sure. But yeah, this would be yes, Dokkan Festival. Tien is another character who shows up in Dragon Ball, and he is a badass. And then, like, when he turns into, I guess, he never really turns into a bitch, but it's just like, he just gets left behind so fast. Like, again, Drum, who Goku literally one-shots, is beating the dog shit out of Tien, right? And then, like, Tien is never able to catch up from there, basically. So, I don't know. But, yeah, I would definitely be cool with Tien getting a Dokkan Fest exclusive. Okay. Shen, people always go, why, oh, why? He's going to be a world tournament. Why, oh, why is this guy on Realm of Gods? Because he's on Realm of Gods. Because what it is it's Kami possessing this human, Shen. Is his name? Yeah, his name is actually Shen. I think they also call Crane Hermit Shen in the dub. But Crane Hermit is not actually, like they just call, like, his name is just Crane Hermit, like, in the Japanese version, right? Yeah, Crane, Master Shen. See, Shen is that's only a dub thing. He's just called Crane Hermit in the Japanese version. And then this guy is Shen right here. But yeah, this would be cool. Oh yeah, he's a final trump card and Realm of God stuff. Oh yeah. Yeah, you definitely got to get this guy. TUR for sure. Yamcha does have a card here. Here's where we got to look at World Tournament. He's what, the Int SR? This guy, they could give him a decent unit because he is on final trump card. What if they create this Yamcha from the 23rd World Tournament, make him, like, I don't know, a final trump card category support or something like that. Like, how absurd would it be, right? All right, we're building our team today. Showcase. We got Vegito Blue. We got Gogeta Blue. We got Cooler. Next, we have Yamcha from the 23rd World Tournament. I'd love that. That'd be great. So, yeah, definitely do that. Yeah, I mean, Dual Dokkan Fest for free. Free. That's free. Free. That needs to happen right now. Right now. Tomorrow. If this is New Year's, I'm erect. Massive erection for this for New Year's. So I hope so. Kid Goku and Kid Chi-Chi could get a card. That'd be cool. Peel Off Mayan Shu also should get a card. Okay, so this is Piccolo. This is Dragon Ball Z Piccolo. As a kid, they definitely could give him a card. I mean, it'd be helpful for, like, Namekians and stuff like that. Bora and Upa, I think, should get a card as well, for sure. And then the last thing to look at here is just a Red Ribbon Army. So we have General Blue, Murasaki. I think this is what, Colonel Silver, General White, Major Metallotron, Commander Red. This is Violet. I believe that's like Colonel Violet or something like that. And then Staff Officer Black. These characters, I don't know what, like, they should do something or give them something. And then it's like, it's a shame that the Android category is not, well, I mean, because if it was a Red Ribbon category, right? Would that include, it would have to include Cell. Really, rather than an Android category, a Red Ribbon category, I think would have been superior. And then, you could have just made these units. I mean, they wouldn't have worked great with, like, the androids and shit like that, but you could have made them, like, supports and shit. This guy could have been, like, a 90% damage reduction tank or something like that. So it doesn't really matter too much. He wouldn't link well with some of them, right? But again, a lot of these guys would be buffs to the Earthling team. General Blue probably fights Goku by far the most out of everyone here. Yeah. Goku does fight Murasaki for a couple of episodes, but General Blue's around for a long time, right? Whereas, I mean, she like doesn't even fight Goku. She just sees. I think she's only filler too, by the way. But she just like sees Goku. There's also a tiger. Is it Copper? It might be Copper. A tiger that's a general as well, and I think that's all. That's the only one that's missing here. Is like the tiger one. Again, I think it's like Colonel Copper or something like that. I think. But he gets obliterated by he gets obliterated by the stone cold killer that is Kid Goku, right? Like, Kid Goku literally massacres like thousands. I mean, they're evil people, right? But Kid Goku is a killer, dude. He's killed a tremendous amount of people, right? So yeah, this is pretty fun. And again, there's so much more. I mean, just the 23rd tournament alone, Krillin would deserve a better card. I mean, Kid Krillin standalone needs a better card. Again, like Jackie Chun needs like a better card. Jackie Chun wins the first tournament. He should get like a really powerful card for that. And then, you know, Jackie Chun max power as well, which we see. Jackie Chun has a really good fight against Tien as well. Launch does have herself a good card. Trying to think of who else, like someone I'm just sort of forgetting. I feel like Korin could get a card. Not anything super crazy, but if Kami has a card, well, Kami does fight way more than Korin. Korin only just sort of like spars with Goku, basically, right? Because, I mean, they never gave King Kai a card either. And whereas, you know, Kami fights Garlic Jr., Kami fights Piccolo, right? Like, Kami actually does get into several fights. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Again, Dragon Ball Saga, man, there's a long history. You know, this is the roots of the series. And judging by how the Japanese players voted with their wallets, I would say this is something that Dokkan really, really needs to look into. And then some of these units, I mean, these guys are going to be a buff for Terrifying Conquerors. Red Ribbon Army units to be a buff for Terrifying Conquerors, right? Earthlings could get huge, huge buffs. There's a lot that could happen, man. And, like, we don't even have, you know, Great Ape Kid Goku, I think, could be a Dokkan Festival exclusive. There's just a ton of shit, right? Even, like, so, like, we have Piccolo Jr. right here, but then there's, like, the giant Piccolo Jr. should also get one, Jr. Because he doesn't really, you know, the only time you see this Piccolo in Dragon Ball, he's just going by the name Jr. at the 23rd World Tournament as an alias, right? Demon Jr. So, like, then he, you know, just sort of goes by Piccolo in Dragon Ball Z. But, like, you know, he deserves a Dokkan Fest and an LR, like, type deal. Piccolo is... I've heard a lot of people say this is their favorite fight in the series right here, too, by the way. Because it's really good. It's really brutal. It's really bloody. Piccolo has Goku, his shit, leaking. Literally. Like, Goku is, like, pints of blood flying out of Goku from Piccolo leaving holes all over Goku's body. Like, a really, really good fight. So, let me know what you guys think. I'm going to go watch Goku getting his revenge on Tambourine. Shout out, of course, to YoShot320, and I'll catch you guys next time.